In my interview with Joe Lovano, he spoke of assuming different roles based on the style and the piece of music that he was performing. And, listening to Joe's recordings, you can definitely hear different approaches to his playing from album to album. It's not just the same Joe Lovano sound and approach and style for each tune and album. So first, hear Joe explain his thinking about who you are in many different settings and how not to fall into the same routine to play how you always play. After that, you'll see how my AI, Jazzmaster Chat, which uses these interviews in the context of my books as its brain, it shares 5 ideas on how musicians can enhance their individual contribution to a particular performance or recording.
Well, I think like you're an actor, when I did my recording Viva Caruso and studying Caruso's life, how he was an actor and he would play all these different roles and he would take on these different characters, but deliver his soul in his sound and voice, his majestic delivery. That's how I feel you should be as a player, as an improviser. Like each setting, like those 3 settings you mentioned, you play with a different attitude in each setting. And if you could be that free, not only on your horn, but just in your approach about music, then I think that's the reward of trying to execute who you are in many different settings, and not fall into the same routine and just play the way this is the way I play, and that's it, Yeah, this is the way I play, like this, to embrace things, the trio tapestry with Marilyn Crispell and Carmen Costoli, the tunes I wrote for that, definitely with roots with the Paul Motion Trio with Frizzell, with no bass, and the way we could shape things within the music to create different tapestries of rhythm and melody and harmony as we play along together, I'm going to mix our next release now in March for Manfred and ECM. We did a tour in November and we recorded in Lugano in the studio at the radio there. And I'm going to mix that coming up. And I'm really, really so happy with this combination of people and the way we're playing together in a peaceful manner where we're trying to play in a free manner, but yet in structured pieces of music. And each time through, each piece is like a different feeling. And you have to be free to play like that,
And here are some ways that Jazzmaster Chat suggested to think differently about your role in each different performance. Improvising musicians can think about the roles they play when performing a piece of music by considering various strategies that Joe Lovano mentioned. 1. Listening and reacting. Focus on listening to the other musicians and reacting to what they play. This means not just waiting for your turn to solo, but truly engaging with the musical conversation happening in real time. 2. Initiating ideas. While reacting is crucial, it's also important to initiate musical ideas. Think of your role as someone who can introduce new motifs or rhythmic patterns that can influence the direction of a piece, much like the drummer might start a new groove that the rest of the band picks up on. 3. Developing a unique voice. Embrace your personal sound and style. Even within the context of a group, each musician should contribute their unique voice to the performance. 4. Creating space and dynamics. Understand the importance of space and dynamics in the music. Not every moment needs to be filled with sound. Sometimes the most powerful statements come from allowing space to breathe and using dynamics to shape the intensity and emotion of the performance. 5. Adapting to different roles. Similar to how an actor takes on different roles, musicians should be flexible in adapting their playing style to fit the needs of each piece. This might mean taking on a more subdued, supportive role in one piece and a leading, more expressive role in another. By thinking about these aspects, improvising musicians can enhance their ability to contribute meaningfully and authentically to any performance.